Greetings to you. Today we had the honor of connecting with a high consciousness, at the highest level of awareness. And we were asked to share the information and messages we received through our YouTube channel, Nilufar and Mani's Journey, in the form of a podcast. Please listen to this conversation with your heart and soul, in a calm, peaceful environment, away from noise and distraction, so you may properly receive and understand this message and energy. This program was simply a channeling session, and we, as neutral receivers, received and shared the information. Our personal beliefs and opinions were not involved in this program in any way. Please use your own discernment while listening or watching. Take what resonates with your heart and inner guidance, and simply leave the rest. We send you love and light, Mani and Nilufar. In the name of God, the divine light and love, the creator of existence. This program was very important to us, and we were asked to share this channeling session with those who resonate with our YouTube channel. We are currently in the presence of one of the higher consciousnesses from elevated dimensions of awareness, and they asked us to share this session publicly through our YouTube channel, Nilufar and Mani's Journey. We are deeply honored and grateful to be in your presence and to have been given the opportunity to bring your words to those who resonate with this message of light. The questions I wish to ask are questions many people do not truly have answers to, or whose answers have been distorted in society and in the minds of humanity. I ask that you please answer these questions based entirely on truth and light. For the first question, who is God, and where does this divine energy originate from?
Thank you for creating the opportunity for this voice to reach Persian speakers around the world. As you mentioned, I am from a very high dimension of consciousness. The creation of the universe, as you know, was not random or accidental. This statement is the foundation for understanding the one God. The one you refer to as God is the singular creator of this universe, the creator of the existence surrounding us and of many worlds still unknown to humanity. There are other universes beyond this one that is familiar to you. The one God, the creator of this universe, originates from an even greater and higher force of the same essence, the essence of divine light. Therefore, God is a part of that great light. That great light, the true original creator, is in fact the God of all universes, all galaxies, and all worlds. Accept this statement. Listen to these words with your heart and soul. Yes, God is one. The God of this universe is one. God is light. God is love. I hope I answered your question clearly.
Yes, thank you. Some people believe that the Big Bang occurred, and that it was the beginning of creation for this universe and these realms of existence. Could you please explain the Big Bang as well?
Yes, an explosion of light occurred, and this universe familiar to you came into existence, though much within it remains unknown to human minds. The Big Bang, that explosion of light, had to occur so galaxies could form within this universe. Planets could separate and take shape, and beings destined to enter these worlds could eventually inhabit them. Many planets were unsuccessful and incapable of sustaining life. But this was a natural process. Whenever something is created, there will always be fragments and unused pieces that are not functional. The purpose was to create galaxies and environments suitable for the beings who would eventually enter them. Yes, this event truly happened.
So the Big Bang was the beginning of the universe we currently exist in, simply speaking.
That is completely correct. But as I explained earlier, there are many other universes and worlds beyond this one known to you. The Big Bang was the beginning of this universe.
In different religions and belief systems, there is talk about the end times. What exactly is that? Does it happen at a specific time?
Every beginning has an ending, correct? Just as the beginning of this universe was defined by the Big Bang, this project will also eventually fold back into itself. Imagine a curved shape expanding outward and then eventually contracting back together. When those two expanding lines meet again, that is the end of creation. That is the end of the universe as you know it.
Is the timing known?
This is not something you will witness while you are alive. Right now, humanity is still in the expansion phase. In fact, you are at the height of that expansion. There is still a very long way to go before contraction begins.
When did this universe begin? When did this Big Bang happen?
Perhaps it is not appropriate for me to share all of your questions publicly in this podcast.
Understood. Let's move to another important question that deeply occupies many thoughtful people. How did divine religions form, and how were prophets spiritually guided?
As you know, many divine religions entered humanity during different eras to guide people toward the light. They came to show the way, to move humanity away from darkness and corruption, and to reveal the proper path. These individuals were chosen before incarnating on Earth. Each arrived during a specific era to guide humanity according to the needs of that time. Each had different missions. Overall, their purpose was to align society with light, love, freedom, and purity in behavior, speech, and action. They came to remove impurity and injustice and to remind humanity of true living. Because population centers were concentrated in the Middle East, especially around Jerusalem, many of these souls were born or sent there. Jerusalem is sacred ground. It carries the memory of many great souls who walked upon it. While we place no value on material things, the soil of that land is considered sacred from higher realms because higher forces of light have long been active there for special purposes. I hope those who are meant to receive this message understand my meaning clearly. The prophets came because they were chosen. They were selected before entering Earth. Their mothers were also chosen. None of them were born through ordinary circumstances. These mothers were selected based on their DNA and also their spiritual qualities and actions.
How were the prophets themselves spiritually guided?
As you know, many prophets, almost all of them, initially lived ordinary human lives so they could experience humanity within the societies they entered. Once their abilities expanded and they became ready to receive messages and guide others, certain abilities were given to them so they could prove themselves within society. What you call miracles. Yes, these were truly miracles. But many of them were temporary abilities rather than permanent powers. They needed to demonstrate their worthiness and capabilities so people would believe in them. Yes, they were receivers of information. They were connected. They connected and received messages. You may ask how they received these messages.
How were these messages received?
Some truly had clairvoyant and clairaudient abilities. They could hear, and some directly witnessed visions. I can tell you that this was essentially a form of channeling, though expressed in different ways. Messages were received telepathically. Some heard them, while others experienced visions of divine forces or angelic beings.
Another very important question is this. Many religions speak of a savior or a Messiah who will come. Is another prophet coming? Will Jesus Christ physically return as described in religious texts?
No physical savior will appear within any society. What is referred to as Christ consciousness is the true arrival of the Messiah. Jesus Christ will not physically return. However, Christ consciousness will emerge during this era. Human consciousness within societies will rise to such a level that people will be able to directly connect with higher realms of awareness, exactly like this channeling process through which information is received. This was part of the original design, humanity eventually learning to connect directly without needing a physical figure to appear and guide them. Consciousness will rise high enough that individuals can directly connect to their guides, guardian angels, and higher realms to receive guidance for their lives while they are still on Earth. I believe I answered your question clearly.
Yes, very clearly.
Consciousness is expanding. This collective awakening will help humanity continue its path properly, away from degeneration, manipulation, and the systems created within this 3D reality through social media, mass media, and distraction. Humanity must learn how to reconnect and remove the internal blocks preventing freedom. All of you deserve lives filled with light, love, peace, and health. You simply must learn how to maintain your connection with the one God and Mother Earth, and how to become the creator of the life you truly deserve. I send light upon you. May all beings find their path and be guided correctly, so they may experience lives full of love and peace.
I am deeply grateful for your presence and for connecting with us. I send divine light and love to all creations of God. And above all, infinite gratitude and love to the divine source, the great God.
Light upon you, beings of light, and upon all who will hear my voice.